child. Music made me smile. Some people called it rhythm and soul. I could never get enough of this kind of stuff, cause I think they call it rock and roll. I said roll. Come on everybody, cause we're down with the rock and roll.
The Vinyl Countdown.
Are you with me? Can you feel it?
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Vinyl Countdown. I'm Peaches.
And Mrs. Peaches.
And welcome to our Vinyl Tag 2019 right here on the Vinyl Countdown.
Yep.
Tonight we're going to be going through the 20 questions that have been being passed down the line. And we're going to see if we can answer them to the best of our abilities for, I don't know, I guess our taste in music and what we have in our collection.
Yeah.
So without further ado, let's get started.
Let's go.
All right. What's number one there?
Best finds from 2018.
What record is your best find?
Yep, best find.
You want to go?
Sure. I actually have two because once I picked up my first one, he reminded me of another sweet score. But I'm going to start with Typo Negative, Bloody Kisses. Just got that.
That's
absolutely love it.
Music on vinyl?
Yep. And then this one that we found out in the wild. That was a Major Grail, Dangerous Toys. So those two are the best.
For me, this one was very hard to answer, you guys, because we found a lot of records this year, and a lot of them are awesome. And it's hard to pick which one you like the most, but I got two of them here, and it's hard to define, like, what's your best find from 2018? Is it the most expensive one you have? Is it just the favorite one you found? I mean, what's the criteria for the question? So I'm going to have to pick. I got two of them here. The first one I grabbed is Motley Crue, Shout at the Devil. This is a gold stamp promo, and it is also a white label promo. So it makes it super, super hard to find and rare. And there's the white label promo on that Motley Crue, Shout at the Devil. And then I also got, let me throw that aside here. Whoa. I have nowhere to throw it aside. I also have here a Queens of the Stone Age promo copy from back in, I think it's 2005. And it's gatefold. And then it's also on purple and orange colored vinyl. Here's one of them. There's an inner. And this must be the orange one. And the special thing about this is, why I think it's a really awesome find for this year, is because it's a promo copy that was actually sent as a promo copy from the record company to the record store owner. We have an actual handwritten letter, we have a typed letter, and then we have kind of like a fact sheet about the record. So yeah, this Queens of the Stone Age came right from the record label as a promo. It's super expensive, super expensive.
Yeah, that might be the most expensive record we bought.
I think that is the most expensive record we bought this year, for sure.
I can put them over here if you want. Okay, second question. VC channels that deserve more subs.
I'm not going to get into that one. I don't really care about subs. I mean, and people put a big emphasis on subscribers, and I think this would probably help to pertain to the last question for this for this vinyl tag. Subscribers don't even matter on the whole scheme of things, you guys. It's how many people are viewing your channel, so that's more important than subs any day of the week. So I'm not really gonna talk about anybody's channel when it comes to that. So.
Okay.
What about you?
Well, I don't really, it doesn't pertain to me because I don't think, I mean, subs aren't important to me. I don't have a channel. Peaches has a channel. I make a few appearances on it, and I like all the channels in the VC, and the people we watch are the people we watch, and as far as how many subs people have, that doesn't really matter to me. I mean, I don't know.
All right.
I mean, we met amazing people and made great friends through this community, and it is what it is. So I don't think the number really makes any difference.
Yeah, I don't think it. Deserving to have more subs or deserving to have more views. I mean, I don't know. I just can't.
Right. Yeah.
What makes you deserve to have more? I guess is another question you have to ask yourself too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, people just it's a part of trying and exploring and talking about new things, and you just do your best, I guess.
All right, moving right along. Number 3, what holes are you looking to fill in your collection?
You know, we got most of what we want. As far as I'm concerned, I mean, I feel kind of like I'm set aside a little bit on the channel here because it's like I don't have this huge variety of music that I listen to, and I hear a lot of people talking about, oh, I love watching that channel because they talk about such a wide variety of music. Well, I don't get into a wide variety of music, so most of the stuff that I have already is what I've wanted all along. So there's just a few things like getting a little bit more completist on a couple of things. I'd like some of those the later Ozzy Osbourne records that are super hard to find. I'd like a copy of that Rat Infestation. I don't know. There's just a few of them. Do you know some that you want? Or?
Yeah, I have 2 specific ones. I'm waiting for Facelift from Alice in Chains to come out, and then I'm dying for Danzig 2 Lucifuge on vinyl, which can be ordered, but and I'm sure I'll eventually have to do that one day. But other than that, The Dangerous Toys was on the list. Black Star Sent Me Love and Hate. There was just a few holes I needed to fill, and I was lucky enough to get them taken care of, and there's just a couple more.
Yeah, I mean, I look a lot. You know, my thoughts on the whole thing too is like, I don't really feel that it's necessary to collect every single record from a lot of groups. I don't need to have that. I have the certain ones that I like, and you know, if there's a Queensryche album out there that's on vinyl that doesn't have the original singer, I don't really find myself to be interested in it. You know, it's just me. So, other than finding like a couple more, you know, I'm always liking to find those obscure 80s hair metal groups or pop groups that just nobody even remembers or knows about. Some more obscure stuff. I'm always up for grabbing those.
All right, number 4, cheap album that's really good.
Go ahead.
I'm going to start with this. I'm sure you all have, know, and love, and that is George Michael's Faith.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, and
I
it's
like
a
that.
fairly inexpensive record, and every single song is absolutely wonderful and great, and I love it.
Well, we kind of base the answer for this question on, you know, we go out in the wild. You guys got to understand that we go out and we find everything physically. We don't order stuff online a lot of times, and we don't, you know, get stuff off of Discogs or eBay or anything like that. It's a physical find at a store or a thrift store or whatever. And so we kind of base the answer on this as far as like stuff that we see all the time, like everywhere we go, that are super cheap albums. And I don't know, for this one I had to pick. I have 2 of them actually here that I want to show you guys, because if you don't have these in your collection, there's something about this guy's music that is amazing to me. And the first one I got is Power Station with Robert Palmer. And this was more of a collab with Robert Palmer and a couple of guys from Duran Duran, right? And it's got some amazing songs on the back there. What do they got there?
Yeah, Some Like It Hot.
Yeah, Some Like It Hot was an awesome hit.
Bang a Gong.
Bang a Gong was a great redo. Yep. Awesome album, you guys. Dirt cheap. You can pick these up at any antique mall or thrift shop for a couple bucks, and it'll just blow your mind. The guitar and the drums in here are amazing. And then this is the guy, Robert Palmer, that's the lead singer for that group Power Station, and he has a huge solo career. And another great one that you can find just about anywhere is this Robert Palmer's Riptide. Unbelievable stuff. This has got what, Addicted to Love?
Yep, Hyperactive, Addicted to Love,
Oh, man.
and I Didn't Mean to Turn You On.
I Didn't Mean to Turn You On and Addicted to Love are some awesome tunes.
We just saw a record of his just yesterday that I had never seen before, and I was like, how many albums does this dude have? Because we run across a lot of his albums a lot.
This is going to be like a real
This is one I've
urban.
never seen.
Yeah, this is going to be like a real urban pop rock style, real heavy duty stuff. The guy's a super big romantic too. A lot of his songs are about women and stuff. You've probably seen some of his videos. They have supermodels in them.
Simply irresistible.
Yeah, most of them do.
All right, and then your favorite side project album.
Go ahead.
So that one was super easy for me. It was the collaboration of Pearl Jam and Soundgarden, Chris Cornell for Temple of the Dog. Love this album. Solid 10. So I just think everything on here is excellent, and so that was my pick.
Temple of the Dog, great album. The one I'm gonna have to go for on this one, you guys, a side project. This is a side project, big time. Do you guys remember that album Hearing Aid? This was like the 80s metal version of We Are the World, and it was a collaboration with a bunch of 80s rock and metal artists. You can see what is that? Rob Halford right in the front row.
Yep, Vince Neil, Kevin DuBrow.
Vince Neil, Rob Halford, and all that stuff. And they did a collaboration.
Ronnie James Dio.
Yeah, Ronnie James Dio's on the front there. So yeah, Hearing Aid. This is a really great copy, you guys. It's still in the shrink with the hype sticker, and it's actually a promo. So yeah, it's got a really cool promo sticker. Yeah.
Don't step promo.
So yeah, that's definitely a cool side project, I would say.
A song or an album that is uncharacteristic of their catalog.
Go ahead.
So for me, Don't Hate Out There, but that would be Disturbed's new album, Evolution. I find a lot of the ballads and the way he was singing on this album very uncharacteristic of them, and it's just not a typical Disturbed album, so that gets my vote.
Well, even the remake on that song of
The Sound of Silence.
The Sound of Silence. I mean, that's totally out of the range of Disturbed, completely, as far as I'm concerned. And that's like she said, that's kind of the reason why a lot of people don't like that new Disturbed album for sure. And for my uncharacteristic album, this is I really thought this was a nice answer for this question, and we're gonna go with the Prince Black album. This particular copy right here is actually the first bootleg that was available right after the album was recalled right away off the shelves. And the reason why it was recalled off the shelves is because Prince thought it was uncharacteristic of himself, and he didn't like the album, and at the last minute he decided to pull it off the shelves before it even got sold at all. So talk about being uncharacteristic of an artist. This was a self-proclaimed album that was uncharacteristic by Prince himself.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. There's a little hype sticker on the bottom there that's in a separate little packet, and then you can read right here. You can tell where the hype sticker was on the actual cover of the album. And what is it? Does it say Rogers Nelson?
Yeah, it says Nelson.
In very faint lettering, you can see Rogers Nelson that was right underneath the hype sticker. That's really cool. Cool and ghostly. So yeah, the Prince Black album for uncharacteristic.
All right, and this one is very exciting, you guys. The last album you purchased, and Peach and I each got an amazing score. And it was just yesterday.
Yeah,
Friday night and then yesterday.
We purchased our stuff together, so yeah, they're both of ours kind of last purchase. So.
Yeah, so this one, you guys, is so cool. It is Everclear, the very best of. And it is limited 500. I don't want to show you the price tag on there, but
500 copies.
Yep, in yellow.
And yellow vinyl.
Yep, and it's got a really cool.
And that's from what, 2013 or something?
And there are the guys. And here's the vinyl. It is from 2014.
2014, cool.
So awesome, and I was so happy to get it. So,
yeah, that first side is good. The second side is all like cover tunes, but oh well.
Yeah.
The first side is pretty awesome. And you guys, I couldn't believe this. I
can't believe this either.
I was just talking about this group with someone else in the music community, and we had went to the store. either the night after or that night that I was talking to them about it. And we were talking about this group, and they were like, oh, I wish I could find something from this group. And I could not believe I saw this. I've only saw this online, you guys. Never in a store. And there it was in the used section. Warrant's latest and greatest. These are some cool
You guys believe that?
Yeah, cool re-recorded stuff from Warrant. From a couple of their albums. You guys can see the lineup on the back there. It's really neat because the second side is almost all power ballads. You got Sometimes She Cries, Heaven, and I Saw Red all on the second side. So yeah, this is really awesome, you guys. And I've only seen it, like I said, available online sometimes. But wow, great pickup for our last deal there.
Red vinyl.
Oh, it's on red vinyl too. Yeah. I can't believe how much stuff we have on red vinyl now. We should make an episode just for
Of
that.
red vinyl, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, next question. Great album, bad cover. And this was kind of tough, the 8 and 9 with the bad album, great cover too. So it was really kind of tough. So I picked Madam X.
So this is great album with a bad cover.
Yes, this is great album with a bad cover. And this is truly a great album, but
See the glare?
yeesh. Yeah, sorry.
So you just gotta tilt it down a little bit.
But yeah, this cover, oof, down.
I happen to love that cover. I love it. I love it front and back. It's just so nostalgic, but it is kind of raunchy for, 80s. Yeah, for sure. You guys, and for my record for, so it's great album, bad cover. And I went through it and I just picked this one. Kingdom Come. I think this is their
In Your
first one, right?
Face.
Yeah, In Your
The
Face.
second one.
Yep. Kingdom Come, In Your Face. I mean, really, just a picture of a plain old, guitar cabinet speaker on the front. Not very thought-provoking there. And then just some little pictures of the guys on the back. I think the back's probably better than the front. I don't know. But yeah, great album. Cover, I guess.
So actually, you guys, for bad album, great cover, we don't have anything to show because we really don't have any bad albums. And if we by chance pick any up when we buy a lot or anything like that, we don't hang on to them. They usually get sold or they are sitting somewhere waiting to be sold. So
We give them away.
and that too, yeah. So we don't have any. Sorry.
What we would consider bad albums. I mean,
Right.
other people might like them, but I don't keep bad albums or what I consider them to be if they're bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like you're talking about.
Then number 10, a blues album. So this is one I actually bought for Peach. It's the Essential Stevie Ray Vaughan and Double Trouble. Great Stevie Ray. So
Stevie Ray.
Yep.
The Essentials. That's like a brand new release, ain't it?
yes.
All right, and what I got for a blues album here, this is actually a box set. It's Joe Bonamassa. It's like a 4-record set. It comes in this cool box set, and it is Live at the Greek Theater.
Joey B.
Joe Bonamassa. You guys, this is an excellent little box set. I would totally suggest this. There's the back. There's just a ton of music on there.
He is so talented.
Such an awesome guitarist and vocalist,
Yep.
as far as I'm
so
concerned.
talented.
So yeah, blues all the way. Joe Bonamassa is basically at the top of my list for blues, you guys. The guy's awesome.
Number next, an earworm song. So for me, that would be Korn, Got the Life. I always have that. It's such a funky song, and I'm always got it. It's definitely an earworm for
So an
me.
earworm song is a song that's stuck in your head all the time?
Or, yeah, I think or that is easy to get stuck in your head once you hear it.
Yeah, it's like something that just sticks with you every time you
Yeah.
hear it. For me, you guys, it's gonna have to be... It's gonna have to be Dragula by Rob Zombie. I sing this song in my head all the time. I mean, it's a weekly thing. It gets stuck in my head. And another one would have to be Red Hot by Motley Crue, but I already showed that album already. So, yeah, it's a toss up between Red Hot. I just said Red Hot, Red Hot. I don't know.
And dig
But,
through
yeah.
the ditches.
Yeah, dig through the ditches and burn through the witches and slam in the back of my Dragula. I love that song. Stuck in my head all the time, you guys.
All right, on to a historically important artist. So Peach and I have different views of what this question really was. But I'm picking my beloved Janis Joplin because I definitely think that she is historical in the fact that she was so unconventional, especially at that time, and the music that she was singing and everything. She was a trendsetter. She paved the way for women, and she was amazing. So she gets my vote.
Okay. I don't know. When I think of historically significant, I think of it being more politically related. I mean, because most of our history comes from politics. I don't know. I see it that way. So I tried to find something political in music, and I came up with this one, you guys. Dee Snider from Twisted Sister. Dee Snider was that guy that's responsible for those explicit parental warning labels on the front of your records and your CDs. A long time ago, back in the 80s, Dee Snider from Twisted Sister went in front of some big congressional committee and had an all-out war with this lady named Tipper Gore, I think, or she was related to the whole problem. And basically, she was these politicians were trying to get the government to attack 80s metal music and stuff, saying that it was cynical and bad and devilish and responsible for suicides and all that stuff. And Dee Snider basically went up in front of the whole committee and called BS on the whole thing. He's like, no, our music is not like that. And so they basically went round and round and round and came up with the plan. Okay, we'll put this sticker on the front of albums to show that it's got either explicit lyrics or weird meanings or whatever. And then parents will be able to see that and make a decision whether they want to let their kids have this music or not. Well, what they found out was after the agreement that when they put the stickers on there, it sold even more albums. So you guys, I find this to be rather historically significant as far as music goes.
Awesome.
Definitely.
All right, moving along. An album you own because of your parents. I love this question. There's so many things. Like, my mom loved Bruce Springsteen in Chicago, and my dad loved John Cougar and Mellencamp. My dad even liked Cyndi Lauper. But anyway, so I threw in John Cougar's for Crumbling Down, Pink Houses, Authority song, Play Guitar. We listened to this a lot. And of course, the album American Fool, Jack and Diane, too. A lot of John Cougar growing up. So he gets my pick.
And my album because of my parents, I tell you, I think I heard this every night when I was a kid for several years. I used to fall asleep to it a lot of times. It was on in front of the fireplace in the family room. My dad would throw this on the record player all the time. It's probably my dad's favorite group. It even says it right up here. It says Dad's Old Record. And it's Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Love CCR.
Yeah, a couple of the great songs on here that he loved. That was the Midnight Special. And what's another one?
Yeah, there's a ton of those on there. Bad Moon Rising, Born on the Bayou.
Yep, Bad Moon Rising, Born on the Bayou.
Proud Mary. You know,
What's that?
Proud Mary.
Proud Mary.
Lodi.
I love Travelin' Band. Travelin' Band was an awesome one. Yep, my dad loved all this stuff, and this is the actual record that he had when I was
That's so cool.
between 6 and 12 years old. I think we listened to this a lot in the wintertime because it's so cold outside.
And look, as advertised on TV's on there too.
As advertised on TV. Cool.
All right, next, best dollar bin find. So this one was a little tricky for us too, as we usually don't shop the dollar bins when we're out in the wild. So we picked.
Yeah, we don't really deal in dollar records ever.
Well,
we look, you know what I mean?
So like if we're at rummage sales and stuff, like Peach bought
the rummage sales usually.
a large collection. So we ended up actually getting the first Winger album for probably less than $1 because Peach bought a collection from someone, and this was in the tote, and it's in amazing shape. I think it became an upgrade copy for us, didn't it?
It is an upgrade copy. It's got
Yeah.
the hype sticker on the front.
Yeah, it's still in the shrink and with the Madeline hype sticker. So
Yep, still in the shrink.
So that's definitely a great dollar. Or less in our case.
My best dollar find, you guys, was at a thrift store in my local town. It probably, I'd say, a mile from my house. And I didn't know anything about this record. I picked it up and I said, oh, that looks pretty neat. It looks like it's from the 80s. I'll take it home. So I went up to the counter. I think it was $1 or a little bit more with tax or whatever. I got it home and I found out it's a $250 record. I could not believe it when I looked it up. According to Discogs, this thing is worth $250. It's still in the shrink like it's brand new. And it's a jazz fusion album called RSV. The band's name is RSVP. And what's the name on the top of there? Oh, Don't Look Back. Don't Look Back by RSVP.
Yeah, there's the price tag on the back even.
Yeah, what does it say?
$1.99.
Oh, $1.99. Sorry, guys. Is that too much for the dollar bin?
Well, hey, sometimes if that take color, it could have been half off that day. So.
Yeah, it could have been half off. I don't know. Well, yeah. I guess it's a $250 record. Here's the...
That is so crazy.
There's the label. The singer in here is amazing. It is actually really good music if you like jazz fusion. It's just that really awesome nightclub, piano bar type, really cool stuff, I think. It's pretty neat.
Okay, next is Best Double Album. So for me, No Brainer, my favorite band. GNR, The Use Your Illusions. Best double album of all time, as far as I'm concerned. And each set is actually a double record too, so which most of the new stuff is nowadays because they bust them up into 2 records. But
yeah, I wasn't quite understanding really what what people would consider a double album, because a lot of days regular albums will come with 2 records, so people will call them a double album. So I don't know if it had to be an original album that was double, or if it was like I said, a lot of the newer releases are 180 gram, 2 records. There's 3 songs on each side. Do you consider that a double album? I don't know, because they might, like I said, they might have came original as a single album. But I don't know. I pulled out my favorite album, double album, and I think it originally came that way. It was Prince 1999. It's a 2 record set. And it's pretty self-explanatory. It's got some amazing, amazing songs on there. One of my favorites is Let's Pretend We're Married. 1999. Lady Cab Driver is amazing. I love that song, Lady Cab Driver. So yeah, there's my best double album.
The next one, an album you learned about from the VC in the last year. So this one was popular, and it was actually a gift to us from Black Star Vinyl. It's Witherfall. And a lot of people showed this and talked about this one this past year. So thanks, and it's that one.
All right. My record I learned about this year from the vinyl community is Shock Paris. Man, this group is rocking. I love hearing it. It's like a kind of a second tier 80s hair metal type stuff, and it's just really, really good. Really, really good.
Okay, next was a 10-inch record, which we don't have any. Sorry to disappoint, so we have to skip that.
I don't buy 10-inch records. I just don't see the point in it.
And then 7-inch record, and for me, it's Rat Lay It Down.
Rat Lay It Down, 7-inch single.
Yes.
Ooh. And here is my original copy of Def Leppard's Photograph. Woo! There's a nice one.
Awesome song.
Nice little paper sleeve by itself there. And there's the Merc. Yeah, Photograph by Def Leppard. Cool.
Favorite record to fall asleep to? So, for me, that was the soothing sounds of Adele.
Adele?
Yeah.
What's that one song? Someone
Like You. That's the one that's on here. Someone Like You.
There's somebody out there. I don't even know how to do it.
Oh my gosh.
My favorite song. This is kind of a more recent thing, you guys, because I don't know, for the past decade I haven't really fell asleep to music too much. But I'd have to say I did about a couple of months ago run into the opportunity to fall asleep to Queensryche Empire. And it was really soothing to put me to sleep for some reason. I don't know. Don't get me wrong. This is not put you to sleep music for sure. It's actually pretty amazing music. But I don't know. It soothed me for some reason and helped me fall asleep. For sure. Queensryche Empire.
Thanks, Jeff Tate.
Thanks, Jeff Tate. All right, you guys.
And lastly, your favorite VC experience and advice to people contemplating making videos.
What's your favorite VC experience?
I don't really know.
I think it might have been that live stream we did a few weeks ago.
I knew you were going to say that.
That was a dandy. I don't know if any of you guys saw that live stream we did a few weeks ago, but it was top notch. For sure. 3 hours of heaven right here on the Vinyl Countdown.
Moving right along.
I don't know what mine, my favorite VC experience. I don't know. I got bent out of shape a couple times getting VCLT from Linda Legg. And I think from you as well. When you got me that Ozzy Osbourne No More Tears album, I flipped out. I couldn't believe it. I'm getting the most awesome VCLT from my wife. It was awesome. And you got me that cherry pie.
Firehouse.
That came from overseas and Firehouse. But my favorite experience, I don't know if you can relate it to it, but it was getting backstage and making that video. That Firehouse video. Where we got to go backstage and they signed our albums and stuff, and we made that video, and I was super excited. I thought it was like the pinnacle of our channel for sure. Was that one video with Firehouse?
That was cool.
We
it's
actually
cool
have.
that he sang your intro.
I know he's saying our intro right into the camera, and he's actually, if you look at our new intro for our channel, the lead singer from Firehouse is in that intro.
Yeah, they were such nice guys. They were so nice.
Yeah, it was super, super awesome.
Yeah.
And then the other one I'd have to say was meeting
the Oral Retentive.
The Oral
so
Retentive
cool,
down in Madison,
yep.
And he gave us that really awesome
Madonna
record print thing.
Yeah, that was a super cool experience. We got to shop with him and hang out with him for a couple hours while we were there, because where we go, you can easily spend a couple hours there, and that was really cool.
Yeah.
That was a fun day.
So what's the other part of the question?
And there was advice to people contemplating making videos. And my advice is just do it. Make videos.
Yeah, just do it. It's not... you don't really have to worry. I mean, if you have a decent phone, you can use that. People get a little bent out of shape about equipment, and you don't need it. We've been making our videos since the beginning of our channel with our Samsung 8 Plus, and I do all my editing on there. It's just a couple of apps, and it's very elementary. And believe me, you guys, I was scared to death the first time I tried to do it. I didn't know anything about what I was doing at all when it came to making these videos, and it just got so much easier after time. That's the other thing. You got to learn it gets easier over time.
Right.
You can do a few videos and feel nervous, and then all of a sudden you just feel like it's another day.
And it's always so refreshing to see new people and new tastes in music and all that stuff. It's fun.
Though another piece of advice I would have myself, and some people might argue with this or whatever, but you got to remember that YouTube is social media, okay? And there's a lot of people from the music community that hang out on Facebook and other social media places. And you guys know a lot of the problems that can come along with social media, and a lot of the personality clashes, and a lot of what people are calling like haters, or people that give you thumbs downs on your videos and stuff and all that. And it's just, you know, take it easy when you start out on this. Get to know people before you jump into what you would call a friendly relationship or whatever with someone in the music community. You know, just be careful. You know, that's all I can say. I ran into a few unsavory characters in this place. I have. So
Savory.
A few. Definitely.
And quite a few savory ones that we love.
Yeah. For the most part, it's really fun. It's really fun to do this, I think.
Yes.
There's all kinds of things you can do. It's limitless. You guys, and here's another big thing. There are people out there that have been making videos for a while now. And I can see it plain as day that a lot of times people get into these ruts where they feel like they've ran out of things to talk about. You can tell. It's like, oh my gosh, I've talked about these records so many times. It's like, what am I going to do now? It just takes a while. They call it writer's block almost, where you just kind of get your imagination going again, find something to inspire you. And a lot of that has to do with watching other people's videos. You can get ideas from other people. You're not copying them. Just get an idea from them. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's about all I got to say.
Me too.
All right.
And Happy New Year to everybody.
Yeah, Happy New Year. Happy Vinyl Tag 2019.
Yeah.
All right. I'm Peaches.
And Mrs. Peaches.
And thanks for coming down to the Vinyl Countdown.
See ya.